He touched right here.
Show him.
Right here.
Yeah,
Right,
You're laying
right
on
here.
your back and your dick is hard. Does it stand straight up or lay on your abs?
It lays like
Thank you.
it don't stick straight up like a rocket.
What?
Is that what y'all are saying?
Yeah. Like, that's weird as your dick shouldn't stand straight up.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Steak and Sauce Podcast, episode 25, the baddest podcast in the land. I am 1/4 of your host, of your members here. You got myself. You already know who I am. They call me King Koopa. They call me the Wing King. They call me Ooh. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the baddest podcast in the land, Steak and Sauce Podcast, episode 25. You already know what time it is. To my left, I have one of the 4 hosts we have on here. He is Mr. AC Claiborne, Mr. 21, Mr. Get It Done. Some of the other titles I have for him, I will not say because we want to keep it PG. We don't want nobody to get in trouble. To my right, we have the landowner. We got Mr. Preston Mason Eller, all right? He says, boy, and we allow him to only on this show, okay? Ain't that right?
Boy.
Yes, there we go. We have a very special show for you guys today. We want to say thank you to all of our people that support us, that subscribe, that continue to say kind things about us. We appreciate all the messages that we've been getting. We appreciate just the overwhelming amount of support that we're getting as this channel continues to grow. And we can't do it without you guys. So we really do appreciate that. Continue to tell people about this show. We want to give you guys the best content so you guys can continue to have a good time when you watch. With that being said, put that burger down, all right? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so that you can be informed when we drop the hottest content from the baddest podcast in the land. How's everybody been doing? How's y'all's week, man?
Been good.
Been good?
Yeah.
Tonio?
Been great. Long week, but it's been great.
Good. I've had a pretty good week. I just got back from Vegas.
Yeah, I was about to say, how was that, Mr. Money Man?
I ain't no money
You
man.
go to Vegas whenever you want.
I did not go to Vegas whenever I want. I had to literally plan this trip 5 years ago to be able to go. And I saved $25 a month so that we could go out there and I could, I only could bet $100. So that's all I had spending money wise,
You're lying.
No, I'm not. I'm being honest.
lying.
I'm being honest with our fans. We're supposed to be transparent and honest, right? Now my homeboy T-Mac, he's a big dog.
Yeah, big ball out there.
He did a little bit different out there. Shout out to him. He did great things out there. Vegas is beautiful. I encourage everybody to go. It might not be your thing, and that's okay. I think people love to go places and say that it's not their thing so they can be the opposite of what everybody else says.
How many times have you been now?
I've been to Vegas 3 times. Yeah. This is my third trip.
I've never been to the West Coast.
I mean, with the amount of Nike gear and the different...
I need your patience. That's what I need.
With the amount of Nike gear... Preston and all the new things he has, the new shoes, the Harachis.
I got flip flops on.
And hibachi. You could have been to Vegas 8 times by now. If you took all the steak meals y'all had and separated that out, you could have been to Vegas. Right. And what I want to let people know, it don't cost that much to go. I would say at least try it. Just see what you think. It's a lot more in Vegas than just the Strip. Get off the Strip, the Hoover Dam, Red Rock Canyon. You can go 4-wheeling. You can go shoot military guns in the desert. The best restaurants are outside the Strip.
Some people can't afford that, but go ahead, talk about it. Let's hear you talk about it.
No, I literally had to do things I'm not proud of to go on this trip. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I had to do a lot of things I'm not proud of. A lot of things I'll take to my grave, okay? I don't just get to wake up and say I'm going to Vegas.
Yes,
you know
you did.
No, I did not.
I know you did.
That is not what happened. So, everybody got a little water in their cup, a little beverage. Just go ahead and toast. Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay?
Sir.
And we'll
For
toast
the ladies.
to that. Mm-hmm. For the ladies. So, I know Valentine's. I know Valentine's Day is coming up. How do you guys feel about that?
Mid.
I love it.
Mid.
I love being romantic. So
Okay. All right.
it's one of the
now
best holidays.
I may be wrong, but I can imagine you with knee pads on, a pair of Timbs, greased up from your chin down,
Not Tim's,
sliding
but
across
my
the-
Nike socks for
Yeah.
sure.
sliding everywhere, screaming. You know,
Yeah, you got to go 110%.
110% on Valentine's Day.
Might put my foot on her neck.
Oh.
Woo. Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
when you put your foot on somebody's neck, not only do you have to be tall, that is a requirement. Short, fat dudes, don't try to do that. You will kill her. Okay? Like, I'm telling you right now, she might die. All right? Like, don't do that. You got to know your limits, right, Preston?
Yeah.
Sure.
You got to know your limits. Tonio knows his limits. I don't think he has many.
Right.
But he knows what he can do and what he can't do.
Yeah.
I don't know if I personally, I mean, I ain't going to, front. I got some moves, but I don't know about if my leg would reach, you know what I'm saying? I might be able to put a heel on her back
All right.
at most.
It's all about the pressure, extra pressure.
The extra pressure
You're
going
gonna need
down
some
there.
stretching.
You gotta
before
do some
that. That's like
stretching
a couple
and-
day prep.
And that extra pressure, that's what you're doing is you're letting her know I got you under my foot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the dirtier and the more,
Yeah.
just taking it down a peg or two, that's what she likes. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even lay on my back anymore because Antonio.
Really?
Because it doesn't touch my chest.
Yeah, you
It
know
don't
what?
touch my
let's,
chest.
let's speak on that for a
First
second.
of all, it's your abs.
Well, it
He
doesn't look.
definitely touched his chest. So.
The last time I had abs was the last time I looked down and I could see my winky. That's a joke. I can look down and see this stick out far enough. But I'm not putting nothing on my abs. I'm glad that you got abs. I mean, that's great.
Well, it's not my abs, but where my belly button is.
Where your belly button is. Your belly button placement and mine's two different places.
Obviously, we're two different people.
So that can look completely different for some folks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mine ain't gonna just lay on my stomach. I'd have to tape it down. You know what I'm saying?
The base.
I don't have that flexibility. Yeah. So
Good blood flow.
that's hilarious. But when we're talking about Valentine's Day, back in the day, and please don't get on me too bad if I get this wrong. In Detroit and a few other places, they have a holiday where it's kind of designed to, cater to the man. They call it Sweetest Day. The origin of Sweetest Day actually came from the 20s, I believe, where this lady, she was an actor or someone, used to buy things for less fortunate children, give them sweets and things like that. And I think it's developed into a day where they do, you do something nice for someone. But I know especially in Detroit, Sweetest Day is a day where the women, it's in October, it's where the women cater to the men, just like a regular Valentine's Day in February where most men would cater to their woman, right? So I think Virginia should adopt Sweetest Day and somebody go take me to get some cheese fries. What y'all think?
I can see it.
It'd be
I
pretty
can see it.
interesting.
It'd be pretty interesting. Imagine you get off work, you come home, rose petals is laid out, you got your slippers. Hey, you picked your note cards, go take a shower, get cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Dinner at home for two. Desserts on the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might be a little bit different. Might not be that regular funk you getting. Because that's how I feel about it. Don't try to dress it up. That's like putting a Subway sandwich in a daggone Wendy's box. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing I had last week. Right?
Yeah.
But it may be a little different. More heat to it on Valentine's Day, right?
It definitely is going to turn up.
Definitely going to turn up. The heat might be a little bit different behind that thing, right? So how do you guys feel about a day? Personally, as a man, how would you feel about a day that's catered to you guys where you were pampered? How you feel about that?
I think it'd be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it'd be kind of weird too. Like,
it would definitely be weird because that's not what you're like trained to
Used
do
to, yeah.
by the world.
Yeah. Are you open to it though?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I do appreciate that kind of stuff. I'm old school. So majority of the time, I'm trying to make sure that the woman that I'm with, that she's okay. She knows I care about her. I feel like I do small, nice stuff throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, I just really try to let the person know I appreciate what you do for me. And, you know, try to outline some of that stuff. And mostly write it in a card. Thank you for these things, you know? And so on Valentine's Day is a day that you get to be creative, right?
Yeah.
You can get inspiration from the internet or somebody else. And you can even have your homeboy help you set up your house before your girl get home.
Yeah.
You can do, I mean, you can get your family to go book the hotel and get it spruced up the way you want to. Some hotels will actually decorate for you for a fee. So there's a lot of things you can do. Some people do destination Valentine's Day's trips. Shout out to Jaybird. Some people do, you know, a more intimate at home type of setting. What is a ideal Valentine's Day evening to you guys?
We usually go out of town.
Okay, all right.
I
so
like to make Queen City my little Valentine hot spot.
Yeah, I like that.
We usually go to Queen City and get a little hotel.
Yeah,
We're not doing it this year.
Okay.
Maybe next weekend, but
so maybe not on the day, but y'all have it planned.
Yeah.
Like y'all are going to do something, but when you have time.
Yeah.
Because midweek is tough to get out of.
This year is going to be on the Tuesday, so it's hard to have a Valentine.
Club going up. on a Tuesday. Yeah. So what about you, Preston? Are you more destination? You more local?
Right here.
Right here.
We
Get your bowl of cereal.
We can go to Cheddar's.
Go to Cheddar's? Yeah, get a little chicken tender.
Yeah.
You gonna take her to Cheddar's?
That's the spot.
hilarious.
That's all you need to do.
Hey, shout out
It's
Hope.
just another day.
Hey,
Just
shout out
another
Hope.
day.
You can get
You
some
at
of
least
that
buy flowers, don't you?
spinach dip.
Maybe.
Maybe buy
Maybe.
flowers.
Nah,
Maybe.
you got to get flowers.
Gotta
Or
get flowers.
something. Yeah, for sure. You got to
Roses
get
is a
like
must.
something.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
always have to do flowers because I mean those shits just die. They just we have.
Yeah, but it's the
But if you I get something that's gonna last.
all right.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
vase
Like
does last.
the base does, but I mean like you go and get something that like she really wants right now or means something. I feel like that's more than flowers, in my opinion.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, I feel like
somebody-
flowers are a thing you don't have to do on a holiday. Like, that's something you can just get her.
True.
You know, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that's. It's like a small present to me.
Gotcha. Somebody told me that they have a new form of flowers out that will last for a year. Something like
Yeah,
that.
they got like the you talking about like the dried flowers. That,
I think so.
That are they do something. I've seen that.
Yeah. I think they have something like that, which is I personally think that's pretty cool. What I'd like to do before we get too far, as everybody knows, life happens during the week, and we need a little pick me up halfway through. So I found some videos, as always, that we can watch. I want to get you guys' reaction. Tonio, if you can put a pair of headsets on, and we'll give Preston.
Bro, watch him bounce.
Right.
It's
Watch
the bounce.
his. Do you see him smiling when he
he
gets
turned
up,
around.
like he did something right? No, you suck. And then he just gave up
This is why they shoot first because
because they can't chase
Yeah.
people down. Oh my lucky stars, ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest, Mr. Cody King. Give it up for him. How you doing, man?
Tired.
Yeah, good to see you. So, Cody, if we could get you positioned at an angle, right? Turn your chair at an angle to where your mouth is directly lined up to the mic. Leave the mic where it's at, but turn your chair. Yep. No, other way. Yep. Like that. So we want to make sure that anytime you talk, the mic's the center point. So talk around the mic, you know. Of course, you know that you got a bunch of equipment and NORAD stuff, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Cody King here. All right. He is a man of many talents. We call him Bodie Bing. Okay.
why is that? Please explain.
All right. So, you know, in certain parts of the world, they hate using words that start with C.
Oh my God.
Okay. They don't like doing that, right? And they will cross those out. So it's, ladies and gentlemen, it's Bodie Bing. Okay. So for this show, we will address him as Bodie Bing.
I don't go by my real name no more.
Right. Yeah. It's very different. So,
Here.
Cody, did you bring some stuff for us?
But for myself,
Okay, we're going to pass you these headphones up under the table right quick. If you'll grab those from Preston, Put those on for me. We got a few videos that I find out during the week that are pretty funny. I want to get your guys' reaction to it. We showed one already. It's fine. We got 2 more.
Right.
We just want to make sure, like we said, we keep the mic as close as you can to it so we get the best effect. And Weston won't punch me in the eye anymore. So let's run the...
We got you some water.
Yeah, we got some water in your cup, too. What do you think about that?
That ain't no water.
Go ahead and try it.
Like apple juice or something?
Whoa.
Some kind, I don't know.
He said apple juice, boy. You've been heavy on that gasoline, ain't you? All right, let's run the next one right quick. Check this out, Cody.
Right now,
A little inspiration for y'all.
it's
You know what I'm
happening
saying?
on purpose in order to forge you into the person that you were created to be.
I thought about this with
ultimately.
us
All right?
in mind,
But
right?
if
Because
you quit,
we
you will
are
never get to be
getting
the
close to
person that
30
you were
episodes.
created
We've
to
been
be.
grinding out. We've been
Whatever you're going
consistent.
through right
We've had a
now,
lot of good,
it's
content
happening
that we've been putting out.
on
So when I saw
in
this, I
order
thought
to
about,
forge you into
we
the
all go through
person
personal
that
stuff
you
before
were
we come in here.
created to be
and even this can
ultimately.
be difficult
All
at
right?
times. But
if you
if we
quit,
keep pushing through, gentlemen, I
you
That's all
will
it
know,
takes,
never
yeah.
get to
I
be
know
the
there's
person
something
that
on the
you
other
were
side for
created
us
to be.
with this platform.
Whatever you're going
Can I
through
say something?
right now,
I got something. All right, so you
it's
see that
happening
Instagram
on
page,
purpose
it's called Drive
in order
Ambition.
to
That's their whole thing. They
forge
do
you
this
into-
right here
Right,
to motivate you, right?
right.
So you also know that there's Instagram pages that their sole goal is just depressing posts all the time.
Right.
That's all they post.
Right.
So you got people that will surround themselves with all these pages, and that's
Right.
all they see every day.
Right.
And then to scroll and then just feel bad all the time because that's all they see is just depressing stuff.
And the algorithm's going to pick up on that.
Yes. Yeah.
Right,
And then
so-
you liking all that, that's all you're gonna see forever.
Gotcha.
That's what you got to get over to this side.
You got to get.
You have to get where you're surrounding yourself with people that are on the same page,
Yep.
pages that are like that. Every 5 videos you see something like this, it just keeps you going.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's the way you got to do it.
Yes, sir. I agree because you can put your own self in a certain mood.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not even mean
if you surround yourself by just nothing but bad people,
Right.
bad pages on Instagram, bad videos,
Yeah.
just bad thoughts all the time, you'll never get out of a hole.
Sure.
Let's run the next one.
So basically, don't bring that negative shit to me.
Yeah. Don't
Right.
bring it. Don't bring it my way.
Exactly.
I fight fire with fire, boy. Yeah.
Positive vibes only.
Only. Would you let her do that to you, Cody? You're in the crowd.
As he standing there,
You heard what she said?
She gonna have to pay me.
Yeah, she got
bro, did you see how dude right there was sitting? He said
Oh, he leaned back.
he was scared.
The old man, she said, "Oh, yours was bigger." Listen,
That might be worse than that Whitney Houston video where she's like all up on that gun.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, yeah,
Where he's like strapped down.
Right.
And she like grinding all up on him.
right. Tony, what would you do if you was in that crowd?
Probably slap the shit out of her, first of all.
Can I feel it? Let me feel it.
Some of them she probably can't even feel.
Now, yeah. Now, if I saw her coming down the line,
Get a little tap in.
you know, I'd tap
got it.
mine. I would tap mine a few times, get that thing woke up.
Flicked the head a couple times.
Yeah, because I need
Get a
at
little
least
fast to
75, 80%. I don't want her grabbing and all she pinches jeans. You know what I'm saying? That would be bad. You know?
If she hits her finger on the other side.
If her
yeah,
fingers touch,
Yo,
You gotta put a cucumber in your pants or something.
we're gonna need.
so I gotta get a
I
little
think we're gonna have
side.
to bump that percentage up
yeah,
because
I
you
probably-
also want her to say something about
Yeah,
it.
I want her to go, ooh, and,
Yeah.
and let everybody know that thing's rocked.
They
You
don't
what
all
I'm
know
saying?
you're the hardest in there.
Yeah. So look at that dude. Look at him. Some of these dudes are preachers. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. They give us a hard time in our generation for being nasty, for listening to certain stuff.
Every generation was.
Yeah, look at this.
In their own way.
Look
they
at
were.
this filth. And they're loving it. Paid for the tickets.
Yep.
Some of those guys' wives are at home. They're just putting their crotch out for her to grab it. There's an 80-year-old man on here. Look.
Yeah, he's at the end. I seen it.
Yeah, something crazy. Man, that's crazy. Well, thank y'all for watching those. Cody, we are thankful that you came in and graced us with your presence. A lot of stuff that we want to get into. You're a very interesting man. right?
I like to think so.
You like to think so, right? Would you consider yourself to be pretty intelligent?
Yeah,
That's where it drops.
sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes? Okay, all right.
Just don't put me in no spelling bee or nothing.
I mean, that's okay. That's okay. Everybody can't do that. So, Cody, we're thinking back on to times where we were younger, in grade school, in middle school. Valentine's Day is in a couple days from now, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did we feel as younger men during Valentine's Day in school? Do you remember those memories? Like, I know my mom would make sure the night before or 2 nights before, we got a list of every kid in the class, and I had to hand write out these little notes because we were going to exchange gifts in school. And my little girlfriend, of course, she got a little bit extra, you know what I'm saying? And we took them to class, and we couldn't wait to hand out the little suckers and stuff. Did everybody experience that in school?
Like the little pre-made cards.
Yeah, little pre-made cards.
I didn't handwrite them, but my mom did.
Yeah,
and
did.
My mom always brought cupcakes. That's what we do with the kids this year, like all the time. We bring cupcakes for Valentine's and their birthday.
Okay.
Just to give out to the kids.
That's pretty awesome. Okay. Now, I feel that if I was a parent and some knuckleheaded boy brought my daughter something to school, it better be the most PG gift, PG handwriting. Don't write nothing slick. I'm telling you, because I'm going to be up there. And I'm going to tell them, just like they said on the Players Club, whatever you do to her, I'm going to do to you. Think about it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Pause.
That
kid is a little boy.
Yeah, think about it. You got to scare him. Whatever you do to her, I'm going to do to you. Right? Because, as young men, we got creative very quick. I remember writing down song lyrics in notepads.
Always,
right?
I wasn't that advanced on girls like you were.
Oh, what? Whoa, wait a minute.
In elementary school?
No, I'm talking about like middle school. Like,
I don't remember.
We don't
give out cards in middle
didn't
school.
do what in middle school?
Like the little
The Valentine's Day card? Yeah, we didn't do it in middle school, but
Oh,
We did
okay.
it in
I was still-
elementary school. But
but
still advanced on.
we still had gifts, and we would hand them out during the day and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
if
still
you was
remember.
a player and you had a girlfriend. So go ahead and speak on that, because you probably had a girl every year. Let's talk about that.
It ain't never been something I struggled at. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I had a gut, no gut. It don't matter. It don't matter. What did Uzi say? Car got faster, money got longer, speakers got louder. Yeah. So for me in middle school, I think that I did have a girlfriend, and I think I brought her a gift to school. I'm pretty sure. And, you wanted people to see your girl, because if she got called to the office, if you're a real player, you sent the flowers to the office.
Yeah, so they had to.
So she got called out of class to go pick them up, and then she had to walk back into class with them. And, of course, her girl who got just made her whole day.
Yeah.
And they didn't go put them up. There wasn't nowhere to put them. She carried them class to class, if you were a real player. I know for some guys, the thought of Valentine's Day kind of cringes them a little bit, because it puts you in a position to be a little bit more soft or romantic. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think a man has to have duality to show compassion, to show, well, I mean, that's a man. It's ingrained in us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The thing about it is, though, do you guys feel that surrounding Valentine's Day that there is a little bit of looming anxiety or pressure? Now, I'm not saying that you are obligated to do anything. I'm saying, is there an expectation you set for yourself for Valentine's Day to be a certain way, so that you feel like your woman, significant other, whoever will be, she will feel appreciated. She will feel like you put effort. Women are about effort and the time. It doesn't have to be grandiose. They just want to feel like you put some effort into your thought process.
I would say yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I got about 2 or 3 gifts
Okay.
already.
That's good. That's money made.
So I'm prepared.
Yeah, you prepared, all right.
I'm a single man, so I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Okay. So Cody, you already got your gifts ready.
I ain't got no gifts. I ain't celebrating that.
Okay. Well, hey.
I ain't got no girl. There ain't no point.
Well, you don't have a main thing, Cody, but we know you.
Know. It's like when he ain't walking out of here today.
You know what I'm saying, Cody? I heard some things, boy. I heard, that you the man around here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard. But, but Preston, for you.
Pressure for sure.
Pressure.
Because you got to make sure, I mean, like there's always, effort is key.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I mean, that's just a fact.
Right.
But you got to, at minimum, at your lowest, at your worst, you still got to do something.
You have to, yes. And here's the thing.
And that's only if you're like locked in. I mean, if you got someone you've been talking to, you can't do something or you're not in a position to do something, don't do it. I mean, don't put yourself down because you can't do something. Yeah, don't go to negative. But if you got somebody like long term, that y'all have been there, I mean, you got to at least do something.
Yeah, you got to at least spend a couple $100 on them.
Right, yeah, and it's going to be a couple $100.
Yeah,
easy.
It better be.
Yeah, dinner, a gift. She likes shoes, new pair of shoes. She's, something for her job, something thoughtful.
Well, and I think time too.
Yeah,
time is crucial.
Time is crucial. If you are a young man out there and you are kind of pressured, you probably took some time to start saving up, or you knew Valentine's Day was coming. If you procrastinate a little bit, there's still time. You can still throw. I know a lot of great gift ideas that take a minimal amount of capital, but it seems very, very big. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think is like not a gift you should get? Like something that's like typical or something like that. You know what I mean? Like flowers. Like that's always fine. I feel like, but
flowers are okay, but the right kind. You have to know your partner. Some people don't like roses. They would rather have an arrangement put together with certain flowers, right? Because the color. Or, if you're used to getting your girl flowers, like me, I'll grab flowers for no reason just because I'm at the store during the week. Bring them home. Just so she feels appreciated and she sees it, right? Now, that I don't do that for every person. You have to get to know the person, whether or not that's something that they like. Maybe your girl likes beef jerky. You know what I'm saying? And every time you in the store, you grab a couple sticks and you leave them out for her. So when she comes home, she's like, oh, he's the man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she likes
chocolate.
Some girls like stuffed animals. Some girls like for you to, I saw this little thing where you write down on note cards and you give them options. Yeah, the options. So you turn it around and you'll have a number 1 or number 2. Number 1 will be, back shots to Pretty Ricky all night. And number 2 will be
grind on me.
Take your time on me. And number 2, look at Weston. He's just disgusted. Number 2 would be, dinner for 2 at a certain restaurant or something like that. Or you could double up and you could put back shots on both cards. So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what she picks. She's still getting, you know what I'm saying? If you really want to be like that. But it's not, that's a joke. Steak and Sauce family, it's not about the physical part.
It's about, it's at least 50%.
It's in there. You're hoping that at the end of the night
hell no, you ain't hoping, you better.
Listen, that's not, she may get a headache or something like that, or not feel good, or she had a rough day at work. She might just want to relax and lay down.
Yeah, she just might want some snuggle.
Yes, she...
Snuggle with it in her? What are you talking about? We can snuggle with it in her. What?
Snuggle with it in her. Now, are you?
That's a quote.
Y'all never massage him with it in her?
Yeah, usually massage ends in a little slip, you know what I'm saying? And after that, it's over, you know what I'm saying? Rarely are you going to give a massage where it just stays a massage, you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about have it in her and massaging.
But damn, you talking about having inner massage and you way back here? Everybody ain't got. No, did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said?
At the end of the bed, touching her shoulder.
You across the room.
What are you talking? Y'all must be crazy.
Listen,
I don't know what positions y'all be doing.
I do a lot of good ones. I ain't gonna lie, I get in there, but you got to understand. everybody ain't 152 and 6'3". I can't get in the nooks and crannies that you get in. I'm a big dude. I gotta figure this out.
I was saying what I do.
You ain't never come in my house. I'll tell you that.
No,
Girl, you ever he straddled me that was rubbing my ears and that thing was in me. God, dog.
Dude, you're retarded. I can't help you. I can't.
I learn something new every day. No, I'm joking with you.
I got you.
I do know what you're talking about. Yes, that is very nice. What I'm saying is I think women feel obligated sometimes because they feel even if they had a rough day at work, even if Valentine's Day may not be an exciting day for them, they may feel like, oh, Tonio went all out. He's got this done. He cooked for me. He got my favorite gummy worms. I got a couple Twisted Teas.
Yeah, he's going 110% tonight.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, now, do you feel that she may have to, even if she may not be in that mood, you know, kind of get in that mood because she wants to let you know she feels appreciated. She wants to, you know, what I feel about it is connecting. Hopefully both people are in a position to where that passion's just overflowing that day. And we just connect at some point at the end of the day and I put you in a damn chokehold and scream and it's just, you know, it's just good from there. You know what I'm saying?
The inner beast.
Inner beast. Talk junk about your sister. I can't stand her. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, you know? Hey, I'll leave it up to everybody else. It's different at nighttime in my house. Okay? So, Cody, if you had a significant other, what would be your ideal Valentine's Day? Like if you knew her, what are some of the things you might do?
I guess it would probably like depend on the person, like whatever she likes. But I mean, like if you want to be typical, I'd probably like go out to like a fancy restaurant and like get her some kind of present that she would like.
Okay.
Or do something fun like bowling or something, some kind of fun activity. Fun
activity, right? Now, what would you do as a man in preparation for Valentine's Day?
I don't really know.
Would you go? I mean, I'm saying like I'm sorry, that was kind of vague. Would you go get a haircut? Would you get a new?
You're talking about prepping.
Prepping, you know? Would you get a new fit? Would you? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll dress up looking nice. Okay, for sure. Okay, yeah. I mean, I always try to dress to impress.
Right. Because that's the first thing, right?
Yeah.
It's our very first thing. I feel that my imagination. Y'all know how my imagination is. So I'm limitless when it comes to certain ideas. What I figured out though is, the person that you're with, they give you the the canvas, because you learn so much about a person as you're with them. You learn so many different things. So something she may have mentioned back last year, you could have held on to it and she's done forgot about it. You know, maybe she loves vintage Disney movies and you found somebody on eBay that's got like every one of them. That is going to surprise her so much more than maybe something traditional ever would, because she's like, oh my God, I only mentioned that one time.
Yep.
And he locked in on that.
That's the way to go.
You know, that's the way to go. Now, you want that meat to meat heat. You get her something like that, boy.
That's kind of something that I got.
Okay.
I got I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Because she won't see it. No, she's here.
I got it some long distance bracelet. So every time I touch it, her bracelet is going to vibrate and light up.
Yeah.
Those things actually work?
Yeah.
What?
Every time I touch it, her bracelet is going to vibrate and light up.
Oh, so to let her know, like, I miss you.
I miss you. So that. Because I work and we're in the building that I work in.
Okay,
we don't get this service.
I'm sorry.
I know you was fucking dirty, man. You heard vibrate and you thought something totally different.
I thought she was going to be at work and hit that thing and she's going to be at home. You know, like washing dishes, and all of a sudden she starts having heart palpitations. You know?
Oh my God.
Does this work across the world?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know how that works.
I haven't programmed ours yet, but I got it at the house. It just came in the mail.
I haven't seen that, but you just gave me a great idea. That's so intimate, and intimacy, fellas, young fellas, intimacy drives everything else. Intimacy is not the physical. Intimacy is like what he's talking about. She's got that gift. So Tonio's at work. She's unexpectedly going to get a little page. Boop, boop, boop. He's thinking about her midday, 2:00. You know what I'm saying? That builds it up. Then Tonio gets home. He's like, hey, let me see your shoes. Let me wash that for you. I'm about to do a load. Gets that done. Doom. She ain't got to do that. Her level of intimacy between the two is constantly building. Mm-hmm. So the cap, you know, of all of that at the end of the day, is a connection, but you've been building intimacy throughout the entire day. You don't even know it.
Yeah.
That's what drives it. You know what I'm saying? It's not, come on like a caveman and drop the potatoes at the door and say, "Me hungry." You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna get you there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put it. You gotta do something different. But we talked about the pressure. Is Valentine's Day something that y'all feel like is hyped, or is it mid?
It's mid.
Did I ask y'all if it's mid already?
It's hype.
Hype. Okay.
For me, overrated.
Overrated, and I think a lot of people may feel like that. The reason why I think people feel like that is because I feel like people may not do stuff throughout the year, and some guys will use that, or girls will use that as an excuse for the one time during that year to kind of check off the block.
So the way I think about it is
and we're good till next year.
Well, you gotta think about if they're married, you gotta do 2 times a year. Really?
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to use Valentine's. I'm going to do the same thing on her birthday. We're going to go out to eat. We're going to go on a trip, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're doing the same amount of, like, extent on her birthday, on an anniversary. What do you need this random Tuesday out the year in February?
I feel like, in my opinion, just my opinion, I feel like there's more, like, holidays or, like, whatever towards more women than, like, towards men, kind of in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to see more holidays catered to the fellas?
I mean, it probably won't happen, but that'd be nice. I mean, I don't know what you would even call it.
We call it, I like a holiday called Wings and Things, where they go get me wings and we eat and then we beat. And it's a guarantee. And I get to write down exactly what I like, humiliating hand job,
Please
What is that?
My bad.
What is that?
My bad. Like when they do it, but they talk junk to you, they downgrade you. Like, you don't deserve
They're degrading you.
They're degrading while they're doing it. You don't deserve. And they may wear this really nice shirt, and they'll open it up just a little bit, so you get a little glimpse, but you can't touch them. You know what I'm saying? But they're just talking trash about you.
I think my dick might go soft.
If they're talking shit?
Yeah, if they're talking shit to me.
Not like you're a bad father and stuff like that.
But you said you don't deserve it.
No, they're talking to you like, it's like an arousal, like, hey, here's the cookie, right? But you're looking at it through the jar, right?
You like don't you?
Yeah.
I knew. I knew.
We might have to get rid of some of this stuff. But
I told you it's going to be at least 75%.
Yeah. I mean, if you have that humiliating factor in there.
I don't know about that one.
But here's the thing. It's all on what you like, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? You got to kind of, tailor it.
You like so it makes you last longer. Is that what it is?
It's what it is to me. It's like the thrill of it, the build up, right? And it's not an everyday thing, because who's got time for that, right? We got jobs. Yeah. We be working, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody, you know what I'm saying? We got a farm sim. We got a lot of stuff to do. Heck, I might have to go plant trees on Robinson Track. I don't have time.
Have you still not even been out there yet?
I still have not. All right.
Dude, make sure everybody knows
Real quick,
where that came from.
Steak and Sauce family. For those that are local, and I want you guys, when y'all watch this, to write down in the comments, does anyone know where Robinson Track is, the road? So apparently there's a road called Robinson Track. It will take you from the Pulaski, what's that gas station? Where they sell the hot dogs. What's it called? Let me say it my way. Let me say it my way.
Cougar Express.
All right, it'll take you from Cougar Express to Georgia.
That is
apparently.
Not.
So literally, Cody, all right, Bodie Bing, told me that Robinson Track would get me from the north side to the south side of Pulaski. My response to that was, there is no damn north side and south side of Pulaski. There's a freaking turtle monkey baseball field. There's a restaurant.
Yeah, that's the south side of the tracks.
Okay.
That's the south side.
And then you got the old factory down there. That's it. Right? So he was trying to tell me that this supposed road goes all through the mountains. It's really scenic.
You're
and it connects 3 cities together. You ever heard of that road?
I think my boss works on it. Lives on it, to be honest.
God. Well,
What kind of boss?
yeah.
Plant manager.
Oh. How you doing, sir? So Yeah, so I didn't know. I still haven't been on Robinson Track, right? You live on Robinson Track.
Yeah.
Okay, you're another prestigious landowner in the area.
I ain't the landowner. My dad is.
Ooh.
I just live my dad.
My land hits his land.
It's been passed down.
It's been passed down, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what they don't understand. Land's been passed down for years.
Yeah. We ain't been included on that, but we gonna get it. Yeah.
We're going to let y'all know Black History Month.
Yeah, it's Black History Month. We gonna let y'all know about this land y'all been passing down. Yeah. If we friends, I should have my name on that deed somewhere. Right? No, I'm just playing.
Oh, rip out here.
Right, yeah. But Robinson Track is a real road, right? Do you think it'd be appropriate for a Valentine's Day night drive down Robinson Track? Would that be a good road to go down?
Hell no.
No,
He said, no.
probably not.
Probably not.
It's dark. There's
It's-
trees
yeah.
everywhere. Cody's
Plan
going to be
meetings.
standing in his yard.
Shut up. You won't even see me from the road.
He's going to be out there at the
Oh, y'all
road.
got land like that?
I mean, you can see my house, but you can't
Okay.
see me.
Somebody-
I can walk out butt naked, man. Like, you can't see me.
That's what I'm saying. You want to take your girl down there for a romantic drive? He's outside in the yard.
Naked, howling and stuff. I know. I know. They said they burn crosses on Robinson Track.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I've never been down there. That's what they
That's
said.
Cody's a native. He's a native down there.
So
I ain't a part of that.
yeah, he's ain't a part of that.
He's at the beginning.
Okay.
He doesn't get all that bad stuff in the
I
back.
am right
Yeah.
outside of town.
Gotcha.
Right outside.
Cody, excuse me, Bodie Bing.
Yes. You can't call me that, man. Come
You're
on.
right. What are 3 things that you look for in a woman? The top 3 things that are most important to you when you consider potentially dating a woman.
I mean, for me, like, I don't know. I feel like it's like kind of like selfish. I don't know. Like maybe like their career, what they do, like making a lot of money. Kind of, I like money, so
Right.
I want to be
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
power couple.
Right. Oh no, that
Ain't
is
nothing wrong with
that
that.
is
That's
great.
great. Yeah.
That
They
is
get to
great.
pick and choose what they want. We get to pick and choose what we want.
We can have
Yeah.
expectations too.
Alex always makes fun of me for this, but like I don't want someone that's being a teacher because they don't make that much. I mean, not down
He's
in the
taking
teachers.
shots at my girl now.
All right, sorry.
See, now we got beef. We're about to do a no jump right here. I'm about to
No
pull
jump
my
right
drink
here.
on.
Right there.
For
Right.
me. Sorry. I mean,
No. I definitely understand what you're saying.
All right. So the first thing you look into is obviously if your
Career.
guys' careers match up, right?
Yeah.
Because anymore, you got to have a household with 2 pretty good incomes
Yeah.
to be able to sustain and raise a family, right?
yeah. I mean, my thinking is
hands
I don't
down.
want to support. Like, I can't barely support myself now. I mean, I don't want to support another person.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so hard to live in this world. Like, everything's outrageous prices and stuff. It's just so hard.
Yeah.
And the comfortability of having 2 6-figure people in a
Exactly.
household would be,
Yes.
yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's
And
insane.
I mean, I love to spend money, and I have a
Yeah.
lot of dreams in my head. I need a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right. So career, now we're dropping down. And I know one of your categories.
What is the category? Just say it for me.
What side of that she's on? Is she red or blue?
Oh my!
All right. Now, when considering the
We
state,
had to get on this topic.
Yeah.
We had to get on this.
You know what? Let's leave it out. Let's leave it out. let me not tell you what your thing is. You tell me what's your second category you look at.
I mean, that's probably one of them.
Okay.
I would
Okay.
say it's probably one of them.
And you
to be
know what?
honest.
As
What
much
the
as
hell's
we
the red and blue?
her
Parties.
political affiliation, her political affiliation is very, very important to Cody because Bodie. I mean, because he's looking at it from the standpoint of we're going to be in this house together, and nobody wants a house divided.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, is it ideal to sync up with someone and you guys have the same background, beliefs, and all that stuff? That'd be perfect. But what
Yeah,
if
man.
what if she's a 10?
But I think opposite attracts.
It does, but
To be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, absolutely. And
It
I've
might
seen
not
that.
last that long.
Yeah,
they
but
do
I've seen that in a
definitely-
lot of cases.
Yeah, they
like
do
you got
attract.
2 people that are completely different.
Yeah.
Right.
And they are all over each other for about 4 months.
It
I'm
is.
talking anymore.
To-
I mean, I
to-
want her to be different in some ways, but like some things I want to be the same.
right.
Like, I just feel like when we're looking at like government stuff, if that
Yeah.
ever comes into play, it's just going to like make an argument.
Well, that's
or
definitely something that's going to come into play because y'all are going to drive to vote together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot
Right.
of things you do politically.
Exactly.
like-
That's why.
Politically.
yeah, but
Y'all drive to vote together and y'all don't even have lunch together because
they're in an argument.
she went over here. You know, well, I mean, here's my thing, Cody. She's a 10, but she's a liberal.
It's hard, man.
Ooh.
There's plenty of fishing to see, man.
Yeah, right. So if you were sitting down and it said, hey, we're going to commence the purge in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You want somebody that can, hey, grab that go bag.
Exactly.
And let's roll. You know what I'm saying? Like you need a force multiplier, we call it, right?
Yes.
I don't need somebody sitting there, let me pack my shoes. Girl.
I need somebody that needs to know how to use a gun.
Right. Get that AR and let's get the plinking. You know what I'm saying? So do you guys feel that on Valentine's Day, men should be included just as much? Do you feel like it's kind of gotten away from that, where we know, like society-wise, that we're going to go ahead and do what we can to push, most of the focus towards our significant other? Or do you feel like some women are already catering more on this? Is this a holiday?
I think most of my relationship has been equal, to be honest.
It's been equal. Yeah, I can
never
say that.
been like,
Equal?
never been like I spent a bunch of money and they didn't do anything.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
yeah.
The way I picked that up was like, you do 4 hours worth of work to get everything ready, and they just go buy one thing.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's been equal.
That's not like equal.
Yeah, that ain't equul, but I'm talking about my relationship has usually been equal. Like
y'all both putting the same amount of work.
we both putting the same effort
okay.
in.
My fault. I didn't catch
I should have been more clear.
Yeah.
I can, kind of, I'm on the same along the lines of you. I feel like in my experiences, it's been equal. Maybe with the thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
The time is put into it and stuff like that. So I'm not very good at receiving things, but I feel like I'm a giver.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to give things and to have more. I get more enjoyment out of seeing somebody enjoy something that I've done. I feel kind of weird when I get a gift, I don't know why that is. Maybe.
I think it's because I'm so picky.
Right.
I don't think somebody can pick out something that I like.
Okay.
That's exactly
so if
how
I give you something like Amanda, she would be like, hey, what do you want? I would give her a thing. But if you just randomly go out there and get it, I'm probably not going to wear it or use it.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like that with like family, like Christmas. Like I ask them to get like this type, like brand of clothes.
Right.
They get a completely different brand of clothes. I'm like, well, I'll wear it, but I mean that's not what I want.
Right, but you're not gonna say
I'm
it.
grateful. Thank y'all.
Right. I think also what one of the factors we're not automatically looking into is some of the things that surround that day. Our childhood, adolescent, somebody could have had a bad experience. Somebody could have ended a relationship on Valentine's Day. Somebody could have lost a family member. So all these different factors come into play that would kind of sway a person's, how they're feeling on that day, I do feel like it is a little bit of hysteria around it because I just left the store and people are in there like maniacs right now.
Yeah.
And it's not even last minute. It's Saturday, but people are knocking down the shelves and they're doing a whole bunch of stuff,
It's last minute.
And they're buying honey. A lot of people are doing, a lot of people They ain't got that at Kroger. Yeah. But a lot of people at the vape shop's 2 for $15. Don't ask me how I know that. I heard it. I heard that it's 2 for $15. That's what I heard.
Does it work?
I have no idea. I've heard that the honey works pretty good. The Royale honey. A lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like one of those things you don't want to. I would say this. It takes 20 some days to build a habit. I don't think it's something that you want to do all the time because then your body is going to be dependent on it, right?
Is it kind of like that thing I've seen on the internet? It's called Blue Chew. It's like a pill you take. It's like
it's literally like you would put it on a biscuit.
Yeah,
it's
just
so
like
edible.
I mean, it's just like normal honey. It's got some Arabic writing on it.
You cannot read anything on it.
You can't read anything on it.
Yeah, I would not be
9
taking
times
it.
out of 10, it's expired.
No FDA facts. And it what it does, I feel like it, from what I've heard,
what it does.
What I've heard is it increases the drive that you have, not necessarily performance based, but it probably enhances a natural mood, kind of like what alcohol would do to somebody. If you're a naturally lighthearted person, I get drunk, I'm laughing,
Yeah.
You know, if you're a daggone UFC fighter, you know, I don't know, but that was a joke. So, you know, I mean, it just depends.
It makes you hungry.
It does.
For that thing.
It makes you hungry.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything different.
Yeah, hungry like, and my
Just makes you
appetite's
hungry.
already. You know what I'm saying, Bodie?
I know
It's
what you're
up there.
saying.
You know what I'm saying?
We shouldn't.
I got a
We
big
shouldn't
appetite.
let you get on it.
Right? Yeah. You put me on that, honey.
He gonna be hitting couches.
Hey, putting dents in couches, boy. I'm talking about knocking the change out the bottom of the couch.
You gonna make a dent in the wall?
Yeah, bro. Don't give me no honey, because I'm already. You know what I'm saying? According to the room, I'm number 2. Room wise, that's what we were told. But I think my ranking's a little bit higher than that.
What are you talking about?
I'm coming in the room like the Eagles, baby. Fly. You know what I'm saying? Put the parlay on them. We'll send them home.
Them motherfuckers gonna get shot down.
Hang on. Everybody got their parlays in?
I ain't betting.
No, I bet a couple people at work though.
Okay.
I think I made 1 or 2,
Yeah, I'm going to put one in.
How much you bet him for? 25 cents.
probably.
Who you going for?
He's got an 18-leg parlay for 25 cents. Bodie Bean, baby.
Cody makes 14 leggers that'll pay out $875,000 for 52 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't gonna hit it rough.
Cody said,
I'm trying to get it posted on ESPN.
right, Bodie's going to hit it. Do we have any negative experiences surrounding Valentine's Day?
Never.
Never.
I don't think so.
I don't
It's,
got
it's
none.
pretty easy.
Well, I have one. I'd like to
Explain.
talk about
Yeah,
it.
please. I like to hear that.
Tonio was there. We were young, probably 7, 8 years old. We had passed out candy in the room to all the students and all of our friends. I remember them laying the mats down for us for nap time, you know, and we try to put our mats closer to each other so we could talk. Huh?
MH.
Yes.
What is this code you are speaking?
All right. And
Tell us about MH.
all right, and back in the day, we used to put our mats close at nap time so we could talk and stuff, you know. And I went home the day prior. I loved Michael Jackson. Still do, one of the best artists, performers, creative people ever. I knew his moves like the back of my hand. All right, do that again.
Doing it through.
Hey. So, did you get that, Wes? So,
I was listening to him on the way here.
yeah.
So
So,
shy.
I swear to God.
yeah.
I listened to Thriller and Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal. I can see you in your. All right, I'm gonna get to that in a second. I don't know where Tonio was, but there was, and I'm speaking on this, ladies and gentlemen, as when I was there, not as a grown man speaking about a child. Okay, let's get that clear. When I was at this age, there was a young lady who I liked in the class. I thought she'd be impressed by my dance moves that I had learned.
No.
So we had already handed out all of our gifts and everything like that. I can't remember exactly where Tonio was. So the teacher walked away for a second. We had these cubicles. I stood up. I said, boo! Kicked my leg out, and I had my glove on already, right? I had my glove in my desk, so I slid my glove on. I did a spin, went up on my tiptoes, and like tilted my hat. And after that, I did another kick, and I grabbed my crotch twice, about 2 feet from her desk. Okay? Now, in my mind, everything was going to be fine, and she was going to be like, whoa, that was awesome. Upon the second crotch grab,
She's like, ew.
she screams, burst out in tears. And I'm like,
Oh.
you remember that, what's that movie? What's it called? The two young boys are in high school, and they go to that party, and they beat the guy up. Gosh, I'm not
You gotta
explaining
get
this
more
well.
than that, man.
Beat the
Yeah.
guy up at where?
All right, so
they
they
beat
go
him
to-
in the street.
No, they go to the high school party. They're like, hey, it's McMuffin. Remember McLovin?
McLovin.
McLovin.
Superbad.
You're talking
Superbad.
about
Superbad.
Yeah.
You know in Superbad, when he gets in trouble for drawing those dicks on the pages,
Yeah.
when she went to the teacher, he starts eating them. That's how I felt. Like if I had something on paper, I would have ate it, right? So the teacher pulls me out of class. I think her name was Miss Pugh. Do you remember her? pulls me out of class. This girl's already gone to the guidance.
Miss Preston.
Gone to the guidance counselors. They've called her parents. My parents were notified. I was told to not get on the bus that day, that my parents were coming to get me.
Oh, Lord.
Right?
Because you was doing a dance move?
Yeah,
because he was humping in her face.
No,
You did harass her. That is harassment.
Okay. And so our parents come up to the school. We have a meeting in the lunchroom when nobody's there, right? You can hear the fridge just, there's nobody in there. Her dad's this big burly guy, right? My dad was in good shape back then. He was driving trucks, and he was totally just disgusted. You could see the look on his face, right? Because I'm sure they hyped it up. Like, oh, he dropped it on her desk. And, I'm sure it was not the way that it happened, right? They built, So the girl is still crying. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? Her mom's sitting there like, my mom is like looking at her like, you witch, like, you know. So we have a sit down. My dad said, I can assure you, sir, that my son is sorry. This will never happen again. Now, the only way my dad can ensure that this will never happen again is to put the fear of God in me that it won't. I knew I was in trouble because my dad didn't say anything to me. My mom didn't say anything. They took me home. My dad let me go to my room. About 5 minutes later, he came in and shut the door. Had a belt in his hand. I tried to put the covers over top of me. All right, give me a little cushion. He said, no, you want to be a man, grab your winky in class, stand up, right? Made me stand up. Of course, nowadays that's child abuse. Yeah. But he did what he did to let me know as a man, you don't do that, right?
Yeah.
You don't do dance moves and grab your crotch in front of women.
Lay it on her arm.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
And you never danced again.
Right, never. No. So as an adult now, I may grab my crotch at somebody, but that's only to get it to 75. So she won't judge me. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing.
She's walking down the line.
Well, she's walking down the line and she's like, can I grab it? Some of us are lucky enough to have enough to where it don't matter what time of day.
It'll lay on your chest.
It'll lay on your abs when you lay back.
When you're hard.
No. He touched right here.
Show him.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right,
When you're laying
right
on
here.
your back and your dick is hard, does it stand straight up or lay on your abs?
It lays like
Thank you. Thank
it'll
you.
stick straight up like a rocket.
What?
Is that what y'all saying?
Yeah. Like, that's weird as fuck. Your dick shouldn't stand straight up.
When you lay it down, it should be like
I mean, it ain't
gravity.
pointed at the moon, but it ain't laying on my just touching.
Like it's
you
like
said
it's
your chest,
like
my
it's
fucking
a
ass.
like it's a
You're up here pecking on your chest.
Like it's a
what do you
fucking
mean?
That's what he did.
What?
The
said your abs.
No,
My
the
belly
original
button.
conversation.
My belly
He said
button.
it lays up here.
here. Like,
Right
no,
here.
your abs ain't up in your Adam's
Oh my
apple.
God, you know what I meant. I was sitting in the chair.
One day,
I was
I
sitting-
didn't let him
He said,
around my
"What
girl.
you got?"
And then what do you got? So where yours? Yeah, you
Yeah,
and him.
what is he doing?
Y'all came together. He talking about it should be curved and laid back. That's why they call you Bodie Dean.
I ain't got nothing.
Because you're C. You got a C. You got a damn
Yeah.
cornucopia. One of them Ricola
My
joints.
shit is average. I ain't got nothing to
He's got 3 pass out.
Right. Bodie said mine's average.
I know how
Well,
to
at
work
least you're
it.
normal.
I
My
am
God.
normal.
I know how to work it.
I have a consistent amount of blood flow that allows me to stand tall. I don't know why it's not. Y'all say that's not normal for my stuff to not stand. It should stand because when she sits down on it, Kong.
That's when it's in her. Yeah, it's going to stand straight up when it's in her.
Y'all,
How do you line it up though?
Yeah, how you line it up? Y'all talking.
She grabs your dick and put it in her. What
she
the
ha-
fuck are you
she-
talking
she
about?
have
Line
to.
it up. What are you talking about? Y'all
She'd have to.
What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
Go ahead.
What are y'all doing?
All right, go ahead.
So he's got to get. He's got a crane on the ceiling that's holding that thing, getting it in line because it weighs so much.
She's got to hold it at the base?
Yeah.
Because
she's not holding it, but she's putting it in her.
She's got to squeeze it so it gets a little thing.
It gets the extra blood.
All right, I'm going to send y'all a picture when I get out of here. I'm sending you a picture. I'm sending you a picture. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send these fucking idiots a picture.
We don't want Hope
No, we don't want that.
No.
And on top of that, it's like y'all taking a spaghetti noodle and just swirling it at the bottom of a damn pan. You know what I'm saying? Just
it'll slide in there eventually.
It'll slide there eventually. If she sits there and hobby horses and
going all around.
Oop, it'll be in there. Mine's like this. It don't matter. It don't matter. You could be across the room. What do they call that game?
The one that's done the
ring dinger. I got a ring dinger every time. Okay, y'all. She missed the whole thing with the horseshoe. It hit your chest.
Yeah,
because she ain't got nothing to ring it around.
Yeah, because my dick don't stand straight up. Dude, you got to think about it.
Here we go.
You got to think about it.
Here's how you test this right here. If you are standing on your feet straight up and you are rock hard, where's it going?
It's going to go straight.
So if you're on your back, it's going to fall back.
Exactly. Well, why if you're standing up, does it not go down?
Because it's rock hard.
But if it's rock hard while you're on your back, why is it falling this way?
Because it's weight. It's called gravity. What?
Your fucking dick curls, bro.
Whoa.
What is wrong with y'all? Like, I don't understand how you don't understand this.
I was wondering who was laughing.
Did you hear that the whole time?
Oh, my God.
I was like, who is laughing out loud?
I heard it. Dude, you're crying. I heard it.
Ask her. Should a dick be standing straight up or on the abs?
I don't know. Everybody's different. I don't know. I'm not like an expert with dicks, but I'm upset that I didn't get brought in on this conversation. Like, y'all could have waited for me to get.
It's gonna make me feel bad saying everybody's different. Like I'm a charity.
All right. What do you mean that you have a curl back? You got a pig's tail?
Like, it's just how it, like, everybody is.
Yeah,
but,
that's
like,
what I thought. I thought everybody's shit just fall back.
Just have a little curl to it.
That's like saying, I thought everybody was born with $1 million inheritance. Fuck you. I thought everybody got that. Everybody got that. You ain't come to my house. So the crazy thing is, look at Weston. He's like, never again. The crazy thing is, I know everybody's a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
I know.
I heard you was different. You got a little.
It's a little different, but you know what?
What did he just say? What did you say? Your show? The disrespect? I tried to skip him talking like that.
I tried to skip that. I tried to roll over it, bro.
This is your show.
I tried to roll over it.
You're going to let him say some shit.
Oh, God.
I can't breathe. I tried to roll over it. I swear to God. I tried to roll over it.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
The thing about it is, yes, you know my saying, it's a little different at nighttime. It 100% is.
Yeah.
Me and Antonio, we have a different level. We are pleasers, not teasers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a little bit different.
It's my pleasure.
You know at Chick-fil-A, when you say, oh, thank you for that chicken sandwich, and they say, my pleasure.
Yeah.
That's what I say. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta have good customer service.
You gotta have good customer service. You want to why Nike sells all the time? Because that check is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Every time. So she knows when she comes over, she getting Nike. Okay. She don't want Yeezys. Yeezys kind of sporadic. Like, oh, you got Yeezys on, that's cool. But something might happen to the stock.
Yeah.
Might plummet. I'd rather consistently give out Nike and be good to go than to chance it, right? That's just me. So if we could, and this is what we'll end on this, if we could create the ultimate Valentine's Day, if you could picture it, if you could imagine it, what does that look like for y'all? We can go around.
A night out.
If you had unlimited capital, if you had unlimited resources,
Yeah, I'm going to either Rome or Paris, and I'm having a night out, just me and her, out in the city.
You go
doing whatever.
That's beautiful. That'd be beautiful. Yeah.
I'll probably do 2, like without and with capital.
Yeah.
I'll probably like if I had like a no capital, probably do like a cool picnic at like a sunset, something like that.
Yeah.
That's
But
sweet.
I guess with capital, like I guess travel somewhere. I don't know. I want to travel the whole entire world one day, so I don't really have a destination really where to go.
That'd be dope. Like private jet, you know, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, something like
get
that.
on the private jet and in 4 hours we're in, you know, so that'd be dope. What about you?
Probably like with capital,
Yeah.
somewhere like not like Rome or anything. That is beautiful.
Paris or Rome.
Yeah, that would be great.
It's going to enhance. She going to be feeling some type of way anyway. You know
But
what
I just
I'm saying?
don't feel like that's gonna be like. I feel like we're gonna go to like Florida, like good parts of Florida, Vegas,
Right.
drinking,
Drinking,
money.
okay,
Like
okay.
you know, like that's what drives. Like
Right.
I mean, that stuff's beautiful. You can go look at stuff all the time, but like with no capital though,
No cap.
or we go eat, come back,
Yeah.
we watch our favorite show together,
Yeah.
right beside each other, and we're just chilling.
Yeah.
Get into the behind the scenes, and that's a night. That's it. That's when we're the closest, right there.
Put your napkin around your neck, boy. Yeah.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. Me, capital, I honestly would have a you know, people fly out chefs, like a whole catered meal, like chef right there, and he's at your disposal 100%. Everything's laid out. I would probably try to. I've always thought that I wanted to go somewhere like Switzerland. I've really wanted to go to Switzerland. I've wanted to go to Thailand, Japan, something exotic. You know what I'm saying? Taste some different stuff. You know, that'd be one part of the trip. If I had no capital, I'd probably try to create her favorite meal at home, right? Whatever that may be, and try to make that like a more intimate experience, something like that, you know.
You are a romantic guy.
I try to be, you know. And I'm not like that with every person because every person doesn't necessarily bring that out of you. I think you got to have that chemistry to match it. Like I said before, some people are not very receptive to things like that. It might be kind of like weird or, you know. But
What is y'all's reason for like going just for the view or just like the romantic category that those cities are in?
I think I want to experience it for myself.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
to see it, and then when you experience it with like somebody that you care about, somebody you love, I think that just adds to it because y'all forever have that memory.
I just want to be in that moment.
That
like
moment,
eating dinner in the Coliseum, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be
You know
cool.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we got to the Coliseum and we went down and, you know, they used to keep the gladiators and
Yeah,
stuff.
private, just you and her.
Just you and her, you know. and
Eye
I
contact.
Lift that skirt up way, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like if we
I
was
feel,
there,
okay, I see what you're
you
saying.
know, this is where the gladiators should be, girl.
Yeah.
Tigers. You know what I'm saying? And he throw that thing on her down there. You
Yeah.
know?
we might not even eat.
You already-
She ain't never got that back shots at the Coliseum. Can you imagine the next guy that comes along? You never
shit,
top
yeah,
that.
Yeah, no, you ain't doing
You
that
ain't
with
topping that. You ain't go. I mean, you know.
I don't need that. I've never like thought about going places like that. I
I
think
mean-
it'd be cool, but I just
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
but
thinking
that,
about the atmosphere.
I'm
while-
good.
yeah,
like
atmosphere.
while I'm in it.
like the beaches, white sand beaches. I don't need to go to these damn ancient buildings.
right. I feel you.
Like that's why I like it. Like go to like not. And when I said Florida, do not think I'm talking about like Miami. I ain't going down there to like. That's
Whoa.
not what I meant.
Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I want to go to like white sand beach,
Right.
peaceful, no people. Like
Now-
that's what I meant by that.
One of my places I've always wanted to go to is Maldives Islands. You can literally wake up in your bed, slide down a slide into the most beautiful water you've ever seen. But I saw that same water in Key West too.
That's what I'm. That's there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it just, you know, so it just depends.
Take her to Antarctica.
I would definitely take a woman to Antarctica. I'd be like, you see that pyramid up under that ice?
I feel like the heat would be different too
Yes.
because compensation of like the cold weather.
Yes. And I mean, it's got to be beautiful. Can you imagine that view? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to take all that in, you know? This has been another amazing episode of the baddest podcast in the land. We thank everybody for the support. We thank God for continuing to make us creative and accepting of our gifts. I thank all of you here for making this possible. I thank Weston for sitting through it and, just being behind everything.
Shaking his head.
I'll tell you, that's when we know we have good content, is when he shakes his head. Listen, God knows my heart. We thank Bodie Bing for being here. Give it up for Bodie Bing.
Yes,
Coming
sir.
in.
Hey, I hope to be on here again. Hopefully.
Oh, we'll definitely have you back. And we want you guys to continue to support us. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button. Like I said, nobody else is doing what we're doing. This is the baddest podcast in the land. I stand on that when I say it. We want to continue to get you guys' support. We have amazing shows that are coming up, amazing guests. If you'd like to see something specific, please reach out to any one of us. Drop it in our inboxes, except for Tonio. Don't reach out to Tonio.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't hit me up at all.
You can reach out to me.
I'm not important.
Yeah. I'm not important. I just work here. You can reach out to me. Let me know what's going on. Valentine's Day is coming up. We wish everybody a beautiful Valentine's Day. We hope that you guys have an amazing one. And we want to continue to just dive into this year 100%. I feel like this is going to be a blessed year for us. Mm-hmm. We're going to reach new goals. We're already hitting some of the tiers we want to be at. We got some changes that are coming up soon. I think you guys are going to like it a lot. And we just, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate y'all's support 100%. So until the next time, y'all be blessed.
Go Chiefs.
Yeah, I'll cut that.
You can't cut that.